that is your good energy for the day. So use it, all right? It's Beautiful Enigma. I'm back here just sharing some gems, some good energy, some life advice. If you're going through a hard time, I got you. You're not alone. This video, I'm actually going to be talking about how to create light when you're in the darkness. I'm actually going to start off by sharing a story about a psychedelic trip that I had. So I did a heroic dose, which is 5 grams of mushrooms, and you do it on an empty stomach by yourself in a dark room. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but this is like it's a coined experience from someone called Terrence McKenna, and he's like a psychonaut. He's done a lot of research and personal experiments with high dosages of psychedelics, just to better understand higher states of consciousness, understand what the mind can conceive, what these beautiful medicines can do for us when done properly. So I did my heroic dose, and I was really scared at first because when you do take higher dosages, you are going into the unknown and you don't really know what's going to happen. And that's really scary to the mind and to the ego. But my soul, my spirit, my higher self was ready. So I did it. And it was really uncomfortable. The first half of the trip was very uncomfortable within my body, within my mind. I was struggling, I was kind of fighting myself. And at one point, I just gave up. I just surrendered. I was like, ugh. And it just threw my body back onto my bed. And when I did this, my arm fell off the side of the bed and it hit something. And when I picked it up, I was like, oh, it's a lighter. And I flicked the lighter on, and my whole room just illuminated. And in that moment, it reminded me of the light. I was in a dark room, in a dark energy, feeling darkness. And this one lighter, this one small lighter, planted the seed of light within me and reminded me the power of light. It reminded me, oh, I can create light no matter how dark it is. The light is one thought away, the light is one reach away. When you are going through a dark time in life, there is so much medicine and there's so many lessons there for us. But as we're going through it, we don't really realize that because we're just in the thick of it and we're just like kind of suffering and we're like really uncomfortable. So it's hard to recognize the lessons and the medicine that's coming through. But when we're in a dark time, we're actually being prepared for the next level of our life. We're being strengthened. We're being put to the test ultimately. And we're gathering like these gems of wisdom and empathy and understanding that you can only really find in the darkness, you know? And then once you come back to the light, you have this reverence, you have this appreciation, you have this understanding. So, a really good thing to remember when you are in the darkness and you want to create light is the compound effect. Compound effect is pretty much when things build on each other and then eventually becomes this like big, beautiful thing. So, when we're going through a hard time in our life, we have to practice the compound effect when it comes to positive actions, positive mentality, affirmation, positive habits, small things, start small. Every morning when you wake up, be very conscious, very mindful of the story that you're telling yourself. Be very conscious and very mindful of the story you're telling yourself when you wake up, okay? Your subconscious mind is the most open, the most susceptible. So that's your opportunity and chance to begin to compound, to use the positive direction of compound effect to start to build yourself, to eventually have a breakthrough, and to eventually shift your mentality. And this goes the same for eating healthy, stretching your body, just positive lifestyle choices. Those things compound and eventually you break through and you level up and your spirit, opens and you connect and your mind clears. And one of my favorite medicines is nature. When you're going through a hard time, sometimes you don't really want to talk to people. You don't really want to be so vulnerable and emotionally messy. So go to nature. Nature is our mother. The nature is here to hold us, to nurture us, to remind us of the truth and the beauty of life. And I think when we're in a dark place, we start to see everything in a dark lens. When we go to nature, you can't help but to smile at the little things, like a bird, a beautiful bird flying by you, seeing a butterfly, the sunshine hitting your skin, like little things give you hope. They remind you of the beauty of life and that your struggles and whatever you're going through, it's temporary. The sun is out, nature is here. Nature goes through cycles. It can't be summer and spring all the time. Winter comes. Winter is a part of life. Winter is very connected to hibernation, self-reflection, death. Okay? Darkness is very symbolic to death, and the light is rebirth. So we go from winter into spring, into summer, into fall. We go through cycles in life, okay? But always utilize the medicine of nature, and just know that Mother Nature is here to hold us, to nurture us. Like for me, I go to nature and I'll just sit there and cry. I'll feel whatever I'm feeling, I'll cry, and I'll just release it to the earth. Give it back to the earth. We're not meant to hold all this stuff within us. So always remember, you can go to nature and you can let that shit go. To the ocean, to the trees, to the soil. Nature is here to support us. And this brings me to my next point, which is just to take things day by day. I feel like when we're in a bad place in life, we want to change everything drastically like this. We just want to have all the money and be in a better living situation and have a boyfriend and do this and do that and travel here and have all this thing. We want it all now. When our mental health is not even good, we can't even think of positive things. So how are you gonna have everything you want right now? So when you're in the darkness, one of the best things that you can do is just focus on your moment to moment experience rather than trying to think about life in a month from now or 5 months from now or a year from now. Focus on being okay in the moment. Focus on doing something that's going to make you feel better in that moment, something that's healthy, not something running from yourself, numbing yourself, negative coping. Do something healthy. When we can just focus on the moment, focus on uplifting our spirit in the moment, focus on feeling the light, creating the light within that moment, the next moment then unfolds, and that good energy, that light will be there with us. And if we can continue to just kind of cultivate that moment to moment positivity, moment to moment presence, gratefulness, the compound effect comes in and we begin to actually feel better for the day, maybe for a few days, then the weeks and the months. And then one day you realize, wow, like I made it out. Thank you, God. Thank you, self. I'm so grateful. When we're going through darkness, we have to remember it serves such a vital purpose. Like with too much sunshine, too much happiness, that creates a desert. With too much rain, too much sadness, that creates a flood. But a perfect balanced ecosystem has all seasons. It has the rain, it has the sun, it has the cloudiness, it has the spectrum, because then that makes it balanced, it makes it thrive. And when we're in darkness, it's such an opportunity to just self reflect, to see ourselves, to take a moment to actually like recognize, like, who am I? Where did this come from? Why is this affecting me like it is? What are the thoughts and the beliefs that I'm holding within myself that then brought me to this experience of darkness and of pain? And then how can I begin to undo that, to recreate myself, to be rebirthed? We always have the ability to self reflect and then change, which is a beautiful thing. And in life, when we're going through darkness, we have the ability to pause, to reflect, and find the way towards the light, to create the light within ourselves. The light is not far away. I used to go to this meditation center, and the quote that they had was that peace is just one thought away. We think we have to transform all these crazy things and invest in all these retreats and whatnot, when in actuality, like, your thoughts create everything. One thought of just like, I will be okay. Life is not that bad. Taking a deep breath and just being grateful for your body. The little things, man, those little things, they are what guide you. Those things are what really begin to like compound effect. They begin to build up, they begin to create something beautiful. So I know it's a little bit all over in this video. It's kind of late right now, but I just wanted to put that good vibe out there. I just want to remind you guys, like, the darkness does not last. So use it as a teacher, use it as a medicinal lesson. Take care of yourself, compound effect the positive things. Remember, the darkness is serving a purpose. It's not going to last. Go to nature, release that energy to nature, and everything's going to be okay. Okay? I love you. I love you so much. I'm here for you. You're not alone. We all out here. You're not alone. It'll pass. Everything will be okay. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. If you got any value from this, just subscribe and leave me a little comment. I like comments. Maybe a little like if you liked it or whatever. And I'll see you on my next video. Peace.